So let's kick things off with the Token Metrics Moon Awards. So we're back to doing this, and we have a very interesting topic to cover today. We have, based on voting from our community, from you, the Token Metrics crypto family, we asked you one question. What is the best decentralized exchange of 2020? Now, mind you, this award or this voting happened earlier in the year, around January, I believe, of this year. So there have been some major changes in the DeFi, because in crypto, crypto moves probably in light years, right? Because crypto moves so fast that it's almost impossible to keep up, right? Because what was the best exchange according to our community back then has now kind of shifted, right? So please bear with us. This might be slightly outdated, but I think still relevant, because this is a question we're getting, especially nowadays with lots of DeFi, right? So going to our blog post here. So according to the community, drum rolls please, the best DEX back in January 2020 was Binance DEX. So the community chose Binance DEX. Then they chose IDEX. Then they chose Kyber Network. And our community was still kind of getting into Uniswap, and they did make honorable mention. But I think it's now safe to say pretty much that the entire market now believes that Uniswap has really become the premier DEX, right? So Bill, what's your comment on this list? And also what's your comment in terms of DEXs in general?
Okay. Well, clearly Uniswap has completely changed the entire crypto market. In my opinion, as a technical analyst, when somebody with the sushi incident that tried to mess with Uniswap, that was the top. So mess with Uniswap, get bear market. I think the thing that's interesting about Uniswap now is that Binance and this guy CZ are coming. I don't know. They're going to bring the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines to try to catch up, whether it disrupts themselves or not, right? Because of the popularity of Uniswap. And when Uniswap did the effect of a stimulus package, because that's what everyone I talked to, they didn't say it was an airdrop. They said it was a stimulus when Uniswap came in. That's how much wow factor they achieved. So their they achieved customer satisfaction in the middle of a crypto crash, which is hats off to them.
Yeah, well said. And I think I found it very interesting that that the entire crypto community called it a stimulus package, because that's actually great marketing. Because an airdrop is one thing, it's kind of been outplayed, but a stimulus package, because we have even people on our team, we have some interns that we got into crypto and they're now working with our team. And when they were trading on the DEX, right, and then they got the stimulus package, they're like, is this really $3,000? And we're like, yeah, it's $3,000. They're like, unbelievable. When interns who just got into crypto this year are looking at this, they're like, this is incredible, right? Because to them, they're still in grad school or college. They're like, they just got $3,000. What can they do with $3,000? A lot. That's like paying off part of the college tuition, right? So I think it was definitely good timing. And I've covered this on the last show, on the last live stream. I think it was well played, well executed, because they had to do this. Because the entire market now saw that liquidity was not a moat anymore. So anybody could just fork a project, add a token, and have a fairer launch, and that would pretty much move all crypto investors and traders and all the speculation to their protocol. And I think we've discovered that crypto investors are honest. We know what they're about. They're about gains, they're about making money, and they're not loyal. They'll go wherever they get the best gains. And I think it was well timed by them to launch this. I'm not sure whether this was something they were planning to do and they kind of had to rush it based on what was happening. But either way, I think it was well timed. And disclosure, I'm very bullish on the project, Uni. I do also have tokens, and I'm not sold mine. I have mine for the long term, and we'll have Bill basically go through and kind of give us his perspective from a TA perspective. Because I know there has been a healthy correction since we last talked about it. And with that being said, tell us what you think. Do you think the community was right? I mean, at this point, is probably not, right? But I mean, at that time, do you think they were right? What do you think about this list in terms of the best dexes? Which one do you use the most? Which one are you most bullish on? Is it Uniswap? Is it Kyber? Is it IDEX? Is it Binance Dex? Right? I'm not really a big fan of Binance Dex, to be honest, because I'm pretty surprised the community at that time chose Binance. I think people just kind of thought maybe because Binance was the biggest name in crypto. But even me at the time, I would have not picked Binance because Binance Dex and Binance Chain in general are very centralized. They kind of don't talk about it much, but I mean, rumors are, right, allegedly, that all the validators on the Binance Chain are the Binance team, okay? Because they'll always dodge this question. They'll never answer this question directly or even indirectly. If you ask them who's the actual validator on the chains, they would just say it's people in the Binance network or people that they have chosen, right? But they never tell you. And I think that just, to me, is pretty dodgy. But anyway, I think Uniswap has done a lot for crypto and it's the future. It has first mover advantage. It's gone from 0 to 1 kind of under the whole Peter Thiel premise. And it's been very, very disruptive. Now the question is, will they carry on and take crypto to the moon and beyond? With that being said, tell us what you think down in the comments below.